Hey y'all, I'm coming to you from the closet, and today I'm working on a special happy for someone who has Chiari or syringomyelia disease, which is basically where your brain is just too big for your head. So you like got a big old brain up in there. So I guess you're insane in the membrane. Too much in your brain. So anyway, I'm going to make a shirt for this person because they were having some trouble and nothing was working for them. And the two colors for the Chiari and the syringomyelia is purple and teal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them a shirt for their awareness, and I'm going to layer the vinyl before I cut it. I just got a new mat that's super sticky, so this should work. But what I'm first going to do is I've cut my vinyl into the strip sizes that I needed in order to layer it for the design. And what I'm going to do is, I don't know if you could see it very well, but I'm going to lay the vinyl down in the order in which I want it. Like shiny side up, okay? So basically this is going to cut in these, like in this color. And I'm going to take this one out for a second because it's not all the way straight. So I'm going to put them all in the right side, and I'm going to put shiny side up right now just so that I have it, okay? And I'll tell you why. Because if you have shiny side up, you're going to tape it, okay? Shiny side up, you're going to tape it just like this. So basically, I just made my own piece of vinyl, and you've got to make sure it's really, really close, almost on top of each other, but not, okay? Just make sure it's really close. And then what you're going to do is you're going to tape it, okay? So that's the colors of the Chiari or syringomyelia. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of tape down to kind of keep them from moving. And I'm going to keep them like this, okay? So I'm going to put these pieces of tape down, and I'm going to layer that for, like, I'm going to keep doing that, and then I'll be right back, okay? Hold on. Okay, so I've got it all taped up. That way, when I pick it up, it's one sheet of vinyl, and it's not going to come off. And this will also be very, very helpful for you when you get done cutting it. It'll be really easy to weed because you'll already have it taped together, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on my mat now, just like this, with shiny side down. So the vinyl is going to be up like this, and it's going to cut the image of the brain that I want it to cut. So I'm going to let it cut, and I'm going to come right back. All right, y'all hold on. Okay, so it just got done cutting, and I used this on my clear mat so you can kind of see through it, okay? If you see through, you see that it's taped down, but it's just taped to the vinyl. So when you pull it off your mat, your design is all taped together, and you don't have to piece those pieces together. So that's why I'll say tape your vinyl first, because if you look, there's the design right there. So now you could just cut it and weed it. So I'm going to weed it out real quick. Give me 1 second. Here we go. I'm using my brain to weed the brain. So I'm going to weed a little bit with you. So what I did was I took all the negative space around the brain out, and I take my fingers to do the weed process because it's easy. But with doing multiple colors, you have to make sure you get on both of the colors because sometimes the colors run into each other. So sometimes this isn't the easiest process when you have two colors, because you really have to make sure that you get on both wavelengths of the colors. So if you can see, I'm kind of like moving through it a little bit, but like it took off one piece, but then the rest of the piece kind of goes to the next way. So you just have to make sure that you pull all of the different colors and the different layers of that color. So you don't want to leave any pieces behind. So you want to make sure that you follow your design that's on either Inkscape or wherever in your whatever program you're using, to where you don't miss any spaces that you're weeding out, because it's on this one, it's by color. So you really have to make sure that you get it all the way through, because even though it pulls through on one color, it might not pull through on the other, okay? So I'm going to pause you for a second so you can see that I'm kind of weeding the brain. All right, so let me go use my brain and finish this, and I'll come right back to you. Okay, so here's my brain all weeded out. So my brain's kind of empty, but you can see the colors just really kind of came through. And you can see a lot of the green because that's just the tape. But that's so that when I put it down on my shirt to heat press it, like I said, it's already stuck together. You don't have to sit there and individually place all these little slats of color. So that tape beforehand really kind of keeps your design together to where it's just not lost. So I'm going to get the heat press set up, and then we're going to put our brains to work. All right, y'all wait a minute. Okay, so what I did was I placed all my pieces on my shirt where I wanted them. And this kind of looks like a hockey mask, or kind of scary, but it's the brain that I made. And just with the tape, you're just going to press it just like you normally would. So I'm going to go down. And I'm going to press on it. And so we're just going to let it down for about maybe 10 or 11 seconds. And we're going to just pop it up. And then I've got to hit these words at the top a little bit more because it didn't hit them all the way. So I'm just going to go down just a little bit for a few seconds on those. And then I'm going to come up. Alright, so to get your words and stuff, you just regular pull off your... Alright, and then to pull this, you would pull it just like you normally would. Y'all, this is fantastic. Oh my gosh. You ready? This is too much brain to contain. Isn't that amazing? In the vinyl. Y'all, have a good night. Be good to everybody.